Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
How about this for starting field position on your first drive? First and goal. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Now we've got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And it's caught by Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Gore. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Tannehill. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, 20. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Tight right. Let's go. Good 80. Let's go, trip left.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. Finding room to the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bortles now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Tannehill trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bortles. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Jaguars! Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And with Austin Safarian Jenkins flashing the form that had people excited about him when he came into the league a few seasons ago. Find him in the offseason. Remember, they only got 43 catches from all of their tight ends in 2017. So getting an ASJ was an absolute must in the offseason.
The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Let's go. Get set. Kill. We out. Kill. Turn up. Slam.
Now Tannehill forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We out. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Play. Target.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. To throw is Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Lady!
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Drops it underneath to Gore. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Tannehill now on the option left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
11.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bortles now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Bortles will try again on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Bortles now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Bortles to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Pass incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Tannehill on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
11.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Get set. Set. 30.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. Third down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. Throw left side complete. That's Cole.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Dolphins, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup